Good morning and welcome back to Kirch's Corner for yet another weekly update from the Dairyland. As always, I'm your host, Lucas Kirchner, and I've got the news for you after an eventful week. Down in Milwaukee, we're going to start. The Bucks made yet another free agency move by signing Cole Anthony after his Memphis Grizzlies buyout. For those that don't know, Cole Anthony is 25 years old, coming into his sixth year in the NBA. His previous year with Orlando was his lowest production, but it was also his least amount of time on the court. He was on the Magic, got sent to the Grizzlies in exchange in that Desmond Bane package, and now he's finalizing that buyout, and the Bucks will take it from there. And in recent years, he's been a bench player for Orlando, and it seems like he'll take on that role in Milwaukee as well. His career averages are 12.5 points per game with 3.8 assists per game. His shooting splits aren't great. But again, we're not reinventing the wheel here. We're retooling the team. He's a great addition for Milwaukee and somebody that can fill in that production from Damian Lillard's departure. Again, like I'm saying, we're not trying to do anything too complex. I like to think about it in Moneyball terms, like I'm Billy Beane. The entire time this has been going on, Damian Lillard, had about 25 points per game, and now he's gone. Now you don't expect to get another 25-point per game score. You can't just replace Giambi. You need to put together a new formula for that in your offense, bringing in guys that kind of total up that same difference that you're trying to make up when you lose a guy like Damian Lillard. And now you're staying with that consistency. They're bringing in another guard, a competent point guard. Him and Ryan Rollins are the true point guards for sure. And it's looking like the Bucks are going to have a lot of different outlets for scoring. And in my opinion, they're going to have one of the best bench units in the league. They are absolutely stacked after bringing back nearly everybody from last year, bringing in Gary Harris as well, and now Cole Anthony. Rumors are that they might try to do it with Giannis at the point guard and kind of revolve around point Giannis, as people have been rumoring for years now. But obviously, we just have to see. But another thing, we still have a question mark around Kuzma. Now, we talked about this before, and since then, not much has been said. I mean, the Bucks have been in talks with rumors, I suppose, about Jonathan Kuminga and RJ Barrett, but I'm really not sure the level of interest in Kuzma when it comes to trade talks. Either way, I think if something does happen, it'll ultimately be Andre Jackson and Kyle Kuzma, or at least that's what I would do. And I think it'll more than likely involve them if they do make a trade. Two guys that I've always supported, that I've always been high on, but right now they're kind of just the odd guys out. They're not fitting into this puzzle that the front office is building. So I think ultimately if something happens, those will be the guys that are first out of the door. But otherwise, Miles Turner is officially here. They held his press conference, and he's ready to compete with Milwaukee. He said, Indiana didn't want me at some times. They were ready to ship him out, and now they're mad that he's gone, but he's ready to go. And that's great to hear from the guy you're bringing in, spending a lot of money on. And down in Vegas for the Summer League, there's some young Bucks competing. No sign of Mark Sears yet. I know I talked about him. I was excited to see how he's doing. He's been battling an injury. Bogey has been underwhelming, but in my opinion, that's just a sore topic. I think his entire career thus far has just been labeled by people being underwhelmed by it, but I think people are just kind of putting too much emphasis and attention towards it. Again, he's young and he's rough around the edges. He's a pure prospect. And not to mention, he's a second-round pick, a mid-second-round pick as well. This is not a guy that you're expecting to be amazing in Summer League. I mean, would it be great if he was? Of course. But that's not what you're going to expect. But otherwise, Jamari Bouye and Chris Livingston have been great. Bouye hit a game winner against the Nuggets at the buzzer, won that game. And then they gave him the phrase, Bouye Booyah. So, who knows, might hear more of that coming soon. I've always liked the Summer League, so check it out if you can. A lot of great young talent competing there, especially for Milwaukee. It's nice to see the younger guys that might fizzle their way through to the main roster. And, yeah, that's about all we got with the Bucks. We can go back to around Green Bay, and it's the same old situations for them. Rumblings of a Romeo Doubs trade or a pass rusher signing, Trey Hendrickson, the TJ Watt trade, but nothing yet. This is the real dead point of the offseason from what we're getting. But I'm thinking, for anybody, I'm planning on maybe doing a special show soon for predicting the 2025 season, so let me know your thoughts on that if you will. I know a lot of people that listen have my personal contacts, or just shoot me a text, email, whatever, anything works. I think I might try that on later to kind of give a mix, since right now we don't have a whole lot going on, especially in the NFL in general, just not much happening. But other than that, let me know. We'll see what happens there, and I guess, again, keep your eyes open for a possible trade or a signing, but again, I doubt it. Now back to the talk of the town in Milwaukee. The Brewers have been kicking their feet up, living well. I said they needed to step up against the Dodgers. I think a lot of people probably said that. And they did it in a major way, sweeping the National League's best to kick off their 7-game win streak that they're now on. 2 sweeps in a row, the Dodgers and the Nationals. That's a lot of Broom action. Broom's getting tired. But that now brings them neck and neck with the Cubs in the NL Central. This is really going to turn out to be a great race as we get into the second half of the year. I'm pretty excited for this. The Brewers are looking great. And of course, the man himself, Jacob, the Miz, Mizorowski, has been killing it. And I feel like I've a broken record saying the same thing every week, but I just can't help it. Against the big bad Dodgers, he gave up a solo shot on his first at-bat. Okay, Shohei Ohtani took a yard. What are you going to do? Well, here's what he did. He followed that with 12 strikeouts. Only allowed 1 run, and that was that solo shot to lead off. And now get this. The last time somebody struck out 12 Dodgers in a game was in 2023. And it was done by Shohei Ohtani. I mean, come on. This is really impressive stuff. And now he stepped up against Kershaw and Los Angeles to pick up another huge win on his resume, just leaving the audience in awe. He's been excellent. All over social media, you hear about the Miz. You see his pitches. It's just disgusting. I mean, I can't rave enough over this kid. He looks amazing, and he's just barely getting started in the league. Obviously, I hope to see him as a Brewer for a long time. Who knows? But even for right now, this is must-see TV whenever he's on the bump. You have to turn on your TV and watch this kid pitch. And with that being said, you'll get to turn on your TV and see him pitch in the All-Star game. Youngest player, or not youngest, but freshest, you could say, to get selected to the All-Star game after his 5th start. The fewest games ever for an All-Star. And you know what? People are angry. People are really angry about it because they're saying, you know what? He only played 5 games. There's a lot more pitchers out there that might deserve it. And, maybe the Miz isn't the guy to take that spot. Oh, but I love it. Oh, my goodness. He's been generational right now. I mean, he didn't throw a no-hitter or a perfect game, but what was it? Through his first 2 games, up until his 14th, 13th, something inning pitch, he didn't even give up a hit. He was ridiculous. And now he's in the All-Star game. Well-deserved, in my opinion. But I'm a little biased. How can I not be? The kid's awesome. Love to see him play. Super excited to see him and Freddie in the All-Star game. 2 pitchers for us. Awesome to see. Freddie just had a great game today as well. Yesterday against the Nationals. Only gave up maybe a hit or 2. Excellent stuff. The Brewers pitching is looking great right now, especially when they need it at this point in the season. So, yeah, the Miz is looking to be our next big thing, and I'm excited for the future. What more can you say about that? So there's one more reason to watch the All-Star game, and keep your eyes on the Brew Crew. You never know. They're looking pretty good. Hopefully they can keep it going and, take that first spot in the division. All around, that's the stuff to know from the past week. And again, it's been a good week for Wisconsin. We pick up a good signing in the NBA. We're doing great in the MLB, and the NFL is just kind of not much going on right now. But hey, I'm still excited for that future as well, which is why I'm thinking I might have to get around to giving a full show to talk about it. I do like the Packers. I like what they're building right now, and I'm feeling good about that start to the season as well. But again, thank you for listening, everybody. I've been your host, Lucas Kirchner, and we'll see you next time.